I decided to make this knife out of a chunk of leaf spring. It didn't take too long with the angle grinder to get a rough profile. After cutting it to size, I stuck it in the forge so I could heat this up and straighten it out. It really didn't take too long to get this thing flat. I did it in 2 cycles, but it was probably good after the first one. I've had a lot of success putting my steel in between some angle iron and clamping it down in the vise. I think it just helps keep things straight. Yeah, that smoke's just from cheap paint on a cheap vise. I then took just a minute to clean some of the years of decay, corrosion, rust off the leaf spring. I like to do that because every now and again you find a surprise like that we have to work around. I strategically placed my template, outlined it with a marker, and got back to work with my grinder. With just the grinder alone and a couple different discs, I was able to get really close to its final profile. I then squared up my 2x72 and went to work getting this thing to its final profile. It didn't take too long, and grinding metal's pretty fun. I took it up to 120 grit. I really like this profile. It's times like this when I realize I really need a surface grinding attachment. I then did some very light sanding with 180 grit sandpaper. The sharpening choil was an afterthought, but I think it's going to look nice. I then marked, scribed, and center punched where I'm going to place some holes. How can this be tactical if it doesn't have holes? We are going to call this episode 1 of the Tactical Cleaver. Had a lot of fun. This is going to be really cool once it's done. We'll be back out to work soon. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about this. I designed it this morning, been wanting to do one of these for a while, and like I said, we'll be back at it soon.